Welcome to another quick review from Ultimate DIY. Today we are going to look at the Runstar Scale. It's actually a smart scale. This is going to be model number FG2202LB. Now I do have some notes over here if I have to look at them because, to be honest with you guys, this thing is power packed. It has a ton of features. It has 8 electrodes on it that is going to read your BMI, going to read your body weight. It's got a ton of actual readings and features. Matter of fact, there's 28 different things that this will read. It uses a smart app in conjunction with the actual scale. So we're going to take a close look at the scale. I'm going to try to demonstrate how it works, a little bit of the app, and kind of give you an overview of what it is that you will get if you get this system. It's going to come in a box like this. It's very nicely wrapped. There's a lot of foam in it. You're going to get an instruction manual. The instruction manual is very nice. It's got large print, and it has QR codes in it to help you go to spots you need to actually get this thing running. The box itself has QR codes on the back along with the app QR code so that you can download the smart app. Whether you are an Apple device or an Android, it's going to work on either one of those. They also give you a sheet like this here, which is going to have the QR codes to be able to do the same thing. So in other words, they try to make sure you understand exactly how to set this thing up and make it work. And if you have any problems, there is a lot of help that you can reach out and get. Then you are going to get the actual unit. Now, I said it has 8 electrodes. You have 2 here for each foot. So you got 2, 4, and then this will pull out and you have electrodes where you put your thumb on the back and you wrap your hand around the front. Just make sure when you're using this, by the way, I'll go ahead and tell you now in case I forget later, make sure your thumbs are on the 2 electrodes here. Make sure your hands wrap around here. Make sure your little finger is not sticking up like this. Make sure your thumbs are not touching like that. They need to be separated. And then this has a reel that will pull itself back in. It's very clean. It has like a tempered type glass on the front, so it'll be easy to maintain and keep, sanitary, because this works with unlimited people. So you can use this in a large group. You can use it in a family. One of the things also, let me point out before I set this down, is this actually, you can't see it here until it lights up because it's hidden, but it has the hidden readout. So if you're around other people and you don't want them seeing what your numbers are, you can actually turn this to where just you see it, and it makes it private. Apple Health or Health Connect, Fit Days, even the Samsung Health, it works with all of those. So I'm not a small guy. Okay, obviously, you're probably fixing to see that if I get on the scale. This will actually hold your weight safely to 400. That's a really good thing because I've seen a lot of scales that do not go that high. You're going to need to go to the back of the box and go to the App Store and download the app that's appropriate for your smart device. One of the problems that I had setting this up is I scanned their QR code and my phone kept locking it out. Would not allow me to go to that site. I don't know why it did that, but it did. So if you do have that problem, the easy fix is just go to your app store and go to Starfit App and download that app. Now, I am going to tell you, there is one thing about this that truly amazed me because I do this all the time. I do a lot of reviews and I look at a lot of electronic components, and items. And usually when you set up, you have to go through and you have to locate that device and at least pair it. Didn't have to do that with this. I downloaded the app, got on the scale, and it started up, and it actually connected to my phone immediately. Now, I did have the app open, I will say that. But with the app open, I didn't have to connect anything. It was extremely quick, one of the fastest that I've ever seen. When you get this, you're going to have a little tab here in the very back. You pull that out, and they have batteries already in it for you. Now, mine worked when I pulled that battery tab out for about the first 5 minutes, and then the batteries went dead on me. So I thought there was a problem with the unit, and I was a little upset there for a second, thinking I was going to have to send the unit back. Well, if that happens to you, be sure you check the batteries. Don't just think there's a problem with the unit and send the unit back. Put some fresh batteries in, and I can almost guarantee you it's going to fire right up, because this thing's pretty much bulletproof. So back to the app, you're going to download the Starfit app, and you're going to complete registration. And basically it's just email, and they're going to ask you for your current weight, your current age, and what your goal is if you have a goal weight. So you're going to enter all that information because it's going to store it in the app. And then when you get on the scale, it's going to be able to calculate everything correctly based off your age and your current weight, and based off also what your goals are going to be, and it'll track your progress. That's pretty much all you need to do to hook up the app, because that's all I did, and it was up and running. So it's extremely fast. All right, so we're going to go ahead and test it. First thing you're going to do is go to your phone and start the app, whether it's on the phone or an iPad or whatever smart device. It's giving me my previous readings, but it is actually on. So I'm going to come over now, and I'm just going to set it next to the unit, and I'm going to step onto the unit, making sure that both of my feet are on the sensors. You reach down, pull it up, take your thumbs, put it on the thumb spots, and wrap around. And you hold still, hold it out, and it is reading it. It's got the weight locked in. Now it's flashing the weight, and now if you look, you'll see on my right hand there's a little arrow flying around in a circle. It is thinking. So it is going to read all of my body composition. When it gets done, like it just did now, it shows it right there. Now I simply can stand off of the unit and set it down. And now it is doing all the computations on the actual app. Scroll on your smart device until you see the SmartFit app. Click it to open. This is going to be your home screen. You can scroll this screen to see an overview of all of your body composition, including all 28 body components. You can also see what your limb data is, your muscle balance, etc. You can find all of the recorded data on your 28 components in this screen. On the next screen, you'll actually look for the little icon in the left middle. Hit that, and you're going to get your body composition analysis report, which is an extremely detailed report that gives you the total information about you. Now, in the next screen, the upper three little dots, you can actually manually record readings. You've got facts. You have share with a friend. You have a baby mode where you can actually weigh your baby. And you can add devices. The facts are really interesting. You can scroll through these. It gives you a ton of information. When you get back, go to the left-hand side, the picture up in the top, and you can add a guest or you can add a new user. It's very simple. Enter their information and hit confirm. The next body diagrams that you're fixing to see will actually break your torso from your limbs, which is really a cool feature. So there you are. It's an amazing system with a ton of functions, especially on that app. I love the overall recap sheet that you can print out and save those. You can save them to your computer, your phone, print them out, whatever you want to do. And you'll always have that information that you can look back and see how you've changed over time. So if I was going to rate this on a scale of 1 to 5, I'd give it 5 stars because it is truly amazing. I think it has a ton of functionality, and I think it's built to last. And I love the fact they give you a lot of QR codes and things like that so that you can get help if you need it. So do yourself a favor, pick yourself up one today, and we'll see you guys on the next review.